All right, we had a customer not fully return all of the items they rented, and I get asked about this all the time, so I'm gonna tell you guys how we handled it. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a mobile video game truck business and a party rental business, and I show people how you can make $300 to $1,000 a week working from home, renting out stuff that you own to other people, having parties and events. We are also rolling out a foam party business and a bouquet bar business. So follow along if you have interest in any of these side hustles. I try to be really transparent in, money making, money loss, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. Okay, so probably the main question I get asked all the time is, how do you protect yourself and make sure that all of your items get returned in good shape, and what's your recourse if they don't get returned? And this is probably the main concern when you buy stuff and wanting to make sure that people return it when they rent it. So I've touched on this a bunch, but the three main things are: A, you want to have a signed rental contract, and it needs to stipulate in there that if the items come back damaged or destroyed, or if they don't come back at all, that you are able to charge their card on file to either fully replace the item or repair it. You also want to have them pay with a deposit. So you have a deposit, which also means you have a credit card ran and on file. In the event that they do not bring your items back or they're damaged or destroyed, then you can charge the card. That's how we do it. Knock on wood, I have not had any issues yet, but it's not foolproof, but it covers 98% of things. Okay, so I just had a customer that we do full weekend rentals. My stipulation is that stuff just needs to be back to us by Monday evening. So we get Sunday and Monday drop-offs of the weekend rental equipment. This person had rented all of our yard games, very many yard games. And when I was checking them back in, I quickly realized one full yard game was missing, and then some very important components from another one that helps, that it won't function without those components. That was missing as well. So I immediately reached out and said, hey, we're missing a game and these pieces, do you have these? It's important that we get them back. And the customer responded and said, oh my gosh, my boyfriend dropped them off, let me check, and found them in her garage. So they had just left them in the garage. They had rented a lot of equipment and not all of it got back in the car. And so she was kind of freaking out, like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get charged? I'm so sorry, like, do you want me to race this over there real quick? Because I do tell them I want it back by Monday night, and this was Monday night. I like to treat my customers the way I would want to be treated. It goes a long way in business, a long way in your business reputation. So I told her, look, you don't have to drive in rush hour traffic all the way back over here. Just bring it back sometime tomorrow. I need it back tomorrow. I'm not going to charge you an extra fee for that. Just get it back over here when you can. We do, within our rental contract, have a stipulation that I can charge, I believe it's up to $50 a day for late items. I have never done that, and I will probably never do that unless I'm dealing with somebody being very malicious. Otherwise, I like to extend grace where I would want grace extended. So I have given them that extra time. They have promised to have that back today. I will keep an eye on this situation. But I just know personally that if they don't bring it back, I have the card on file, I have the signed contract, I can go ahead and charge their card and just replace those items. I don't want to have to do that for me or them. I would prefer them just bring it back. Within our contract, it does say we have 5 days from when the item is returned to inspect it and issue a refund. So that's something that you do want to keep an eye on and make sure that you are adhering to your own contract. And that's another thing that I will have people that are like, why do I have to sign a rental contract? The rental contract actually protects me and you, because I have to hold up my end of the deal in that contract as well, or else you have legal grounds. So that's how we handle those situations: contract, deposit, and a credit card on file. And for the most part, people are nice and try to take care of your equipment, and you will come across situations where it's not always perfect, but that does help mitigate like 99% of them. All right, let me know if you have any questions.